Alrighty, guys. Thanks for joining me. This is your host, ID Jester. So I thought it was about time that I did an updated kind of review of each of the card and dice games that I currently own, because there seems to be a lot of, with what's going on in the world and the coronavirus and people staying at home, people not being able to go out as much. There's no sports on TV. Everything's been canceled, and there's a lot of people sitting home bored right now. And I'm thought, well, there might be some people out there that are like thinking about, hey, what did I used to do that took up a lot of time and I really enjoyed doing, and maybe it was sports card and dice replays, and I thought, well, maybe some people might look into that again. And so they'll probably be coming into this hobby again, kind of blind and not sure about things. And so I thought I would spend some time on each of the card and dice games that I currently own and talk about them, talk about their strengths, their weaknesses, and kind of review them. So we're going to count down a bunch of the games that I currently own. We're going to talk about their value. How much do you get for how much it costs? What do you actually get? Price point, value. We're going to talk about the quality of the cards, the quality of the components, anything that extra that comes with the card system. Support from the company, from the modders out there, from the community. Is this game still being supported? Is it easy to get extra players, stuff like that. Availability of seasons, availability of extra players, availability of getting the season that you need, because not every card and dice system out there currently has all of the available seasons, or a lot of them don't. So what kind of availability are we talking about? Is it easy to get extra players? Is it easy to get the seasons you're looking for? And then the ease and flow of the game. How does the game play? In essence, how does it play? How much time does it take? Is it a lot of chart looks up? Is it smooth? Is there a lot of wasted rolls? Things like that. Then, of course, we're going to talk about the games, and we're going to talk about the game systems. What kind of system is it? Is it a 50-50 system? Is it a roll on one card, then roll on another card? Is it just roll and look at a chart? What kind of system is the actual card and dice system we're looking at? Then, of course, some important things that a lot of people are interested in. Is there a computer version of this game? Can I play it on the computer as well as cards and dice, or is there no computer version? Can I order printed cards? Is it available to get printed cards for me or not? And then, of course, ordering PDFs. Can I order PDFs for the game system? Then we're going to talk about each of the game's strengths. What it does well. What kind of person might be interested in this kind of game? Why is it? Why did the certain parts of the game stand out above others? And then, of course, the game weaknesses as well. We talk about things that, kind of drag the game down because it doesn't include this, or it doesn't have that, or it's, what is the issues with the game? Is it over complex? Is it too simplified? Is there too many charts or whatever? So this is going to be, kind of like I said, my review of the card and dice games that I currently own. And so this is what we're currently looking at when I'm talking about reviewing and updating people's information upon these games. So, of course, we're talking about APBA. We're talking about Stratomatic. We're talking about Replay Baseball, Everyday Player Baseball, Superstar Baseball, or formerly known as Sports Illustrated Baseball, National Pastime Next Generation Plus, Deep Drive Baseball, Fall Classic Baseball, Roster Card Baseball, Payoff Pitch Baseball, Inside Pitch Baseball, Play Ball Baseball, Status Pro Baseball, Internet Baseball League, Triple Play Baseball, Dice Baseball, and Dynasty League Baseball. I have played all of these games. many and multiple times here on my channel. And I own all of these games. And there are probably other games out there that I don't currently own. And you might want to, look around. And of course, this is going to be based upon my thoughts and feelings about the game, the system, the company, and the designs of the different games. And of course, everything I say should be taken with a grain of salt. If it's something that I review with negatives, you might think that those are positives. If you want a really simplistic game, and I say, well, this game is really simplistic, so it's not for me personally, it's not for me as good a game as some of the others because it's simplistic. But you're looking for a simplistic game, right? So that might be a pro for you while it's a con for me. So everything that I talk about is my own personal thoughts, my own personal feelings, but I'm going to give you broad overstrokes that you can use to kind of gauge whether or not it might be something you're interested in. There are a really lot of good sports sim YouTubers out there. And if something that you watch and think it might be interested, something that might you would like to look at and learn about, I would highly recommend that you take my video or my thoughts and carry them over and watch some people play the game. Hear what they have to say. Leave a message on their YouTube channel asking them about their thoughts, asking them what they thought about the game and the strengths and weaknesses of the game. Don't just take what I have to say as a final word on anything. Just use it as a base to get interested in sports gaming and card and dice and find out what is actually out there that you might be able to be interested in. Of course, a lot of our current sports simmers out there already know the game systems they like, the game systems they enjoy playing, and the game systems that they invest in and want to support. Maybe there's some that haven't heard of all of these games, and maybe I will inspire them to try out some of these other games, and that would be great. But this is mostly a review for people that are unsure about other games, unsure about card and dice, unsure about how to get into the hobby. If you're newer, or you're just starting out, it might be a good starting point for you to look at. I get messages all the time from people asking me about different systems and different games, and so I want to have a video series that I can just point them to have them watch the videos and learn about the different games and hear my thoughts and opinions about them. And then, of course, send them on to watch other people and listen to hear what they have to say as well. So definitely, if you're newer to the system, if you're stuck at home during coronavirus and you're looking to get back into sports simming, feel free to reach out to us. I can send you on to many good YouTubers out there. There's Al Red Sox Fan and Clinton Parks and Bleacher Bums Gaming, Sports Time Machine, Retro Sports Network, Dave Gardner. I mean, there is just a ton of great sports simmers out there. And of course, every one of us has our different opinions on the game systems and stuff. So don't just take what I have to say as as the final word. Just use what I have to say as a base and go find out more information from multiple people and then make yourself a wise decision on games that might fit your style. Watch some games actually being played. Leave some comments and thoughts on some of the other YouTubers' channels or on this video as well. And I'm sure everyone in our sports sim community would be more than happy to talk to you and steer you, give you advice and give you their thoughts on different things. So with that said, we're going to spend about 10 minutes or so on each different game that I own and talk about each one, talk about its strengths, its weaknesses, what kind of system it is, the cost point, the value, and all the important things that I think people should know when they're when they're looking at the different card systems out there. I will say this, as I said, I own 17 different games. I play all the 17 different games. I don't play some as much as I play some of the other ones. And I would say there's not such thing as a bad game. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses. So it's based upon what you want to do, what you're looking for. If you're looking to do a historic replay of, the 1956 Yankees, there's certain systems, there's certain games out there that are going to be better for you to do that with. If you're looking for what-if scenarios that create, where you can take players from multiple different eras and multiple different teams and create your own 6-league team, there is a different system that'll be perfect for that. Not all the game systems and all the card and dice games out there are good for what you're trying to do. There are some that come with many, many seasons built into it. There are some that come where you have to purchase each season individually. So if you wanted to take the 1920s and the 30s and the 40s and the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s players and combine them into a what-if scenario, you're going to have to buy all of these different seasons if you invest in certain of the different sports sim games out there. But there is a perfect system for you where you don't need to do that. So it's based upon what you're looking for, what you want to do with your replay, and finding the system that works best for what you're trying to play. So, again, with that said, I don't own every single solitary card and dice baseball game out there. If you go to some of these other channels that we talked about and many others, you can link to them through my channel here. You can link to them through other channels that I mentioned. You can go and find about other game systems and other games that are out there. But these, for me, are kind of the core game systems that are out there that I'm interested in. And so I thought I would at least go through those 17 different ones and show you and talk to you about the strengths, the weaknesses, the value you get, the quality, the support, the availability, and the ease and flow of the game. And hopefully you'll stick with me and enjoy this series. Leave your thoughts, comments, suggestions below, and we'll see you guys when we review game number 17. Talk to you later.